Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Yahshim, Yahweh Shah, by Yahshim Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the others that rule well. And peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word and sincerity also in truth. I was having a conversation with some of my younger brothers in the camp. And, they were, we're in a group chat and they were posting various videos about the whole exposure that HOI had, in dealing with this guy, this Nathan Phillip guy, which we know probably is a paid actor. And what I emphasized is it's very important to not be obsessed with what your enemy is doing, but be obsessed in what you're doing right and being focused on what you're doing right. Because if you focus on what your enemy is doing right, in a time of battle too much, that could make you weary and that could make you want to quit. Because if you look at this battle of ours, currently speaking, we're going up against a lot. We're going against, Esau's media, which is a part of that sword, symbolically speaking, his tongue is likened unto a sword, alluding to, what's that? Psalms, I want to say the 10th chapter and the 55th chapter, So he's going to use, that tongue or, aka that sword, to cut us down, to try to cut us down. Salakia. Well, we have to understand that the Most High has us covered through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. And that's what we need to be focused on. Focus on getting closer to the Lord. Not what our enemies are doing, because they're going to do what they're going to do, man. We've been prophesying about this for years. Now that understanding has to click in. Now the understanding of these scriptures have to, register in your mind, man. You see what I'm saying? And also, being in this truth of ours, it requires you to have that word immense means a lot. Or it's synonymous with very or much, right? So it's important when you're in the truth, it's immensely important to have faith and also to be positive, which is part of faith. Hey, we believe that, first off, we are the chosen people of Israel, and also so-called black man is going to come out of the sky with it in a UFO and save us, man. In order for you to just believe that, you see what I'm saying? It takes you being positive, and it takes you, having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And within you being positive, that, these people coming up against us, it's going to work for our benefit. Let me get that in Romans. I'm going to start at 26 for you guys. Romans 8 and 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought. But the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. And he that searches the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High. And we know that all things work together for good for them that love the Most High, to them who are the calling according to his purpose. That's right. So all these things that are occurring to us, we have to believe that it's working to our benefit because it's right on time. It's prophecy. Now, do we know every single action the so-called white man is going to take? Of course not. Do we know that he's going to use lies and slander in order to try to take us down? Of course. But what do we need to be focused on? But we need to focus on this beautiful knowledge of ours. You see, not getting weary in what the so-called white man is doing, because we know he's going to lie to us. You see what I'm saying? We know that he's going to lie about us. Excuse me. We see? So with that understanding, there's a certain way that you have to move, man. Can't get caught up in getting lied on. We've been saying this for years. Man. Yeah, of course we're going to get lied on. This is the so-called white man we're talking about, man. Lied to the so-called Gadites, which are Native Americans, broke all the treaties that he made with them. Over 100 treaties. Still breaking treaties till this day. Just in Canada a few months ago, you know, you had the indigenous people of that land. They had their own lot of land, and the so-called white man with his legislation, he was able to I want to say put junctions on that land to where they could run a pipeline through it. Same thing with Wounded Knee, which is causing pollution of the water, and several other places, man. So we know this man is going to do whatever he wants in his heart, or lab, which means in the Hebrew, which means mind. What do we have to focus on? We have to focus on the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Now, am I saying that you can't, post videos, send videos to brothers about, the situation? Because, hey, quite frankly, it is big. It's big. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be naive about it. But it gets to the point to where, you're worried about what your enemy is doing, and you need to, and you're not focused on what your power is doing. Your power is working a mighty work. You see what I'm saying? Because he did, the so-called white man trying to demonize us, but he doesn't understand that this is going to cause a influx of people to come in as truth, man. You see? So we got to get ready to build, man. We're still building the Ba'ath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Yeah, the fame's going to come. Just like in the time of X. But guess what? Belief flourished in the time of X, man. And that's what that was the fuel that the apostles on down used, as a means to continue in their faith, man. And that's what we have to do. So there's no reason to get fixated on what the enemy is doing. Get caught up in what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is doing. Jeremiah 12:5. If thou hast ran with the footmen, and they have wearied thee, then how canst thou contend with horses? And if in the land of peace, wherein thou trustest, they wearied thee, then how wilt thou do in the swelling of Jordan? So brothers getting caught up in getting lied on and Esau tactics. What are you going to do when it really gets bad out here, Akim? Now is the time to lock in. Regain focus. Lock in to the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Praise the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You see what I'm saying? Because he's working a marvelous work. And believe that we are going to be fine. We're going to be fine, brothers. We haven't done nothing wrong. The Most High is going to take care of us, man. You have to believe. Is it going to get rough? Of course it's going to get rough. But we are in a better situation than the majority of people in the U.S. Why? Because we know what's about to happen. And we had time to prepare spiritually. And within preparing spiritually, guess what? There's going to be, certain things that we're going to change within our life. You see, in our carnal lives too, to adapt to the to what's about to happen, which is, total, collapse of this place, man. We're going to adapt, brothers. Just believe. Don't focus on what your enemy is doing in the war. Focus what you're doing right. If you focus too much on what your enemy is doing right in a war, in a battle, you're going to lose that battle. You keep on losing battles, you're going to lose the war. You see what I'm saying? We're not about losing. The elect aren't going to lose. If you want to be part of the elect, you have to believe, you have to march forward. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.